fielding a bit of a lift off from that point, which is just really cool. Like Payne again, just a series away from making it into the Cologne playoffs, which is kind of just, you would have never expected that could have been a possibility. Maybe even at the beginning of 2024. Like, I don't think anyone really anticipated that much. But as you can tell from our yap, we had a bit of a delay. We should be good to start things off. And we're getting ready for the pistol round. Henny already challenging out towards middle. One extra peek for good measure. But concessions being made in this middle department. They smoke bottom connector on this T side to boost in towards window. This is creative. Gonna try and split in towards the A side. Maybe get a late move coming through from Riggy, and now it's trying to spring into action on this A side, out of Palace as well, but that's a long-range duel. This setup actually might be falling right into the trap, but Haney gets cleared, and they've got access into this bomb site all of a sudden. David looking to shut it down, though, and he certainly will. 4 kills from his position, making it look easy on that A side.
I mean, just a turret there from David Ayas, just spinning around. You know, you're fighting Palace, window, connector. This guy is everywhere. And I mean, usually think about this guy as all W, trying to barrel into sights on that T side, and on the CT side as well, getting very aggressive. But in this situation, he just locks up and just shuts it all down. I mean, it was a nice idea from Crew. It's unorthodox to throw a bottom con smoke like that on a pistol round and try to boost in a window, but it nearly worked out. Unfortunately for them, they have to go up against a very formidable rifle corps in Red Canids. One head of the Hydra is cut off. There's many more to spring to life. This time, Davideus will get himself another multi-kill. And that means that Crew will have to kind of reorient themselves, hope they can catch another straggling CT somewhere, and hope that they can maybe get a bomb plant. Of course, with how limited of a buy this round is, it's pretty much a non-starter.
Gonna make things tricky. David being 6-1 at the beginning of a game is not what you want to see. That usually could lead to problems in the future. It does. Bit of low HP for Venom's there. Doesn't concern himself too much. With to farm up that last sweet eco. And again, a big confidence building start for a key player on Red Canids out of the gates. See if he can keep that up. I'm sure he'll be putting himself in a position to. So he got ready to go.
For Crew's buy round. I mean, I know these guys like to have a nice plan A, but when plan A does not go according to plan, what do you do to react is the real question. And right now they've taken mid control and they've just sprung out A here.
Looked like it maybe not expecting that full out aggression. David is still looking to hold down the line. He's got himself 2 picks in towards the middle, but again, the A site control has been long lost. And Zara finally sliding his way in. David gonna be shortly behind him, waiting for this deep CT spawn aggression, but I don't know if they realize how low some of these HP bars are, so you can see it's already gonna be tucked out, calling it a day. Considering the early aggression out of middle, I think it's incredibly difficult for Red Canids to react to how quick that A play was as well. And that's the strength right there and that surprise. 2 sacrifices in that department, but you know, it does the trick.
Yeah, no, I really like that play there from Crew. I mean, they're sending so much utility in middle, using multiple pieces to just get those 2 players scaled up into the boxes and make sure that Red Canids have to respond to it in some way, shape, or form. And I mean, then that 3-player hit that comes through, it's very effective. It's aggressive. There's decisiveness behind it as well, that you can tell that the player under Balk is just so confused that they're that aggressive. They're tossing smokes thinking that the next phase is going to come through in a little bit of time. But it's very, very nicely done from that plan A that I was looking at from Crew here. Now, go the same bit of utility, still less so in middle. But again, Henny will take significant damage. Players will have to respond to that in kind, and now they're going to rinse and repeat into this A site with more bodies.
I mean, it just looks like Nightdawn already getting so much of a test. initially on this A side and seeing how much he can really do. David trying to play around the smoke, but he takes about half his HP to the Molotov, and Nighthon is caught wide in the open. You got jumping Mac 10s in play as well, but David is still firing up. 10 kills so far, another multi. Feeling a bit unstoppable, but losing his teammates in the meantime is gonna do him no justice. Another one out of Davis, not giving up on the round, but he's so low, he can't sustain this continued damage being done, and his teammate has fallen. It's all on his shoulders once again, as it has been, and another kill from David, but it's just not enough. 4 is just not gonna cut it here, unfortunately, for him, as Red Canids fall victim once again on this A side.
What the hell, man? David is on an absolute heater right now, and he looks so damn clean. Crew, by the skin of their teeth now, are getting through these rounds, and they're finding a way to circumnavigate him at the very least. Another decisive A play that works out in their favor. They're trading very effectively, making sure to take the most important pieces of the map as quickly as possible. It
Oh my god.
Down to a
Stop
save,
peeking
but
him!
David
Stop peeking him!
is on another level.
Stop it! You gotta stop it. You gotta stop it. You can't keep peeking him. He's gonna cook you. It's over.
100%.
You've let him get 14 kills already. You can't give him another duel. You've gotta call it. You gotta know when to fold him, man. He's too good. This is unbelievable numbers. 6 kills in the last 2 losing efforts. And 6 more in the winning. And now he has 2 to start off this one. He says, I'm not going to let my teammates be in a position where I've got a clutch. A 5v3, we can handle this. We can sift our way through it. Give him another duel. He'll certainly take it. Now finally getting HE'd off the line, but still he's got teammates on the site proper. They are scared to move forward. They're scared to start this approach. They're scared to peek into David. Inching their way forward, he continues to dwindle the HP bars, and again his teammates continue to rotate in time. More damage done from Venom Zera. The USPs and P250 just not being able to close the distance. And Venom Zera diving in, has picked up an AK, picked up a Deagle, and Laser runs out of ammo. So Venom Zera gets time to reposition. Flash gets tossed right into his face. Laser gonna make it out with the AK in hand, but more damage done. Ricky goes down. Bomb gonna be planted. Venom Zera, he's not gonna fully bite on this one, and he instantly deletes Laser with the headshot. That was the only way he wins that round, and he makes good on Davis's early promise.
We're getting some serious fireworks from Red Canids to start off. David Ayers with an opening Deagle sequence at top mid. Just absolutely deleting Ataraxia's AWP. And it's Venom Zera in the clutch. 1v2, P250 to his name. Drops down, again, picks up an AK. And, you know, you can tell Crew are trying to defuse the situation as quickly as possible, not letting these players get too warm, but it doesn't matter. Through fire, through smoke, it sincerely will not make a difference. And now Crew, relegated to just Glocks, have to stand there with head in hands and say, okay, maybe we can try to do something with these stock standard pistols.
No.
But now David Ayers is going to get himself another multi-kill.
16 and 4 is actually crazy. Nah, that's so wild, man. Every round, they just keep feeding the beast. He's done so much in the early stages. Again, now Venom Zera joining him on the map of Mirage, which is great news, but not quite for Crew. Don't get to have much fun with these two. Starting to have a field day on Mirage. Showing exactly why and what this team is made of. Like, just pure firepower in between those two players. And then you get to talk about now Cold Sarah and Henny on this. The experience, the winning experience. It makes so much sense. But Nighthon again put to the task on this A side. Can't just quite pass the test. And David, it seems like they're aware of his position. Maybe making noise and getting to the spot because Laser is full focused in on his location. But still, David gonna be able to sneak and strike on in just in time. We're looking for more, but this time limited to a single. Finally.
No, That's finally something to smile about if you're crew. They've got a safe plant for connector, which means that this post plant is actually manageable. Still a little bit of utility to try and muscle their way in. And Ataraxia still has got his sniper trained on these positions. Henny trying to find a line to get a frag through, but nothing giving its way. It's the double Zeras that try and get themselves into the round, and Venom Zera with another cracking headshot to make this a little bit of a doable situation. Now it's Cold to step up, but Venom Zera is sticking this every single day, and Ataraxia cannot connect. Every bullet in that 5-chamber does not land, and he'll just have to hang back with 16 health as Red Canids get themselves a 5th round. Honestly, I like the idea. The post plant is decent, but man, just not able to trade effectively. And Venom Zera, Cold Zera, both finding so much more impact in that round.
Pretty cool boost as well on top of the triple box there. Like a split-second decision being made from Red Canids to get another off angle that you have to deal with. You would never expect it. Yeah, never fun when you gotta deal with the smoke diffuse and AWP. It's just not the right tool for the job. So those pesky smokes, they always got them in the post plants nowadays. You never get away with the easy clutch in modern Counter-Strike, do you? There's always a smoke on top of the bomb that you have to mess with. Make things no fun for you on that T side. Ataraxia wants to roll it back to 2016 again. Although if he did that, then he'd have Colds there to play with instead, and be just even more difficult.
Yeah, I would not want to play that Cold at all. Ataraxia now has got players to help him trade in, but a little too slow on that swing out. Reversive finally does respond in kind, but the damage is already done. The players have already been spotted, and now Cold Zera has got backup and plenty of time now to really let loose on this A1S. 40 seconds left on the clock, and crew have been backed into a corner, and Riggy breaks the wall down. Maybe there's a little bit more to give in this round here, but it's the man himself. David has gotten to the scene. He understands what's coming, or at least has cut down the lurk. It's Nighton on the site proper, but David's off of Cat. He's there to chime in, and he'll find himself a 3K to end the round. I mean, it is just insane the amount of damage and the amount of kills he's able to get in just 8 rounds. 20 kills for him.
That's insane. 20 kills is actually nuts. It's every round, man. Only a single round where he got 1 kill so far. I actually can't believe it. This is definitely super. I mean, he might be a little bit more difficult to deal with than 2016 Cold Zera right now, because he is firing on all cylinders. There's no chance he's missing a beat, and they get to another fight, swinging up catwalk, and another win for him. Nighton has had his struggles on this A side, but this time he's going to pass the test. 2 players inch their way through smoke. That is falling straight into the hands. But it might require a little bit more impact here from David, and he collects another multi. Just Nighton donating that one to him with all the damage done, saying, hey, I want to keep that percentage up. That's just a good IGL right there.
Yeah, let's get you to 30 before the half is over.
Love to have your superstars confident.
I think somebody DC'd there. I think that player was already dead, so it shouldn't be a problem. But now Deco, another player that we kind of spoke about being a huge win condition for crew, put into a clutch with a bomb on his back. One together. Oh, it's a very David spray though.
Oh yeah.
I think he just wanted to give David his 3rd in the round, and that's 23. Count it, 23.
Oh my god. How much can one man do in a half?
Call attack, man. Call all 3 of them right now, honestly.
Just make it so that they have good 90 seconds of where they just can't play the game, where they can maybe cool David off. I don't know if that's gonna do them any justice, though, to be honest with you. Guy's off to a roaring start. That's the last thing you need for your day on Mirage. Let me take this time to check the profile. Okay, he's level 10, he's legit. He's good. He's just having a good game.
Passes the research. What do you do now if you're a crew on these Tech 9s? I think they're just considering an A set piece, try to cut down the distance and see if they can go to Davideus, but I mean, just not even a fast B play. Just try to avoid the guy for crying out loud, but they're gonna go right at him yet again. Henny from the back of the A site will try to see if he can shave one off before he has to receive the plant, and he absolutely will. Rises up to the occasion, starting to get run down now though, but of course, coldzera, he's there to make sure that his teammate is safe. coldzera, it's his turn to have a little bit of a individual flare of a round, and Davideus will not mark his 24th notch on the boys.
Only a single kill, David, really? He's saying.
The fall off is real, man.
Yeah, I mean, no kidding. What's this guy doing? Not too bad. I got mine. He's given his teammates the rest of the eco, so not only is he dropping 24 kills, but he's also selfless. This guy's the real deal, man. Full package. Donating the ecos so that his teammates can get confident. So that Henny can start to have some fun. So that Cold can maybe start to win more of these mid duels. And that's going to kind of come into question pretty quickly here. So that's where the sights are set. Henny joining forces. You got 3 pillars in middle. That's going to be a beacon towards underpass. How are you? Echo not quick enough to bypass Henny and his aggression right into perfectly. And now they're going to bait him into the setup and attempt to trade potentially.
The all-in approach of this setup doesn't ever have to come into full effect. And now crew are just so timid. They're tepid on these approaches. They don't know what lies behind these incredible choke points. And Ataraxia just collided his teammate and Henny. I don't exactly know how that's possible, but
wow.
Yeah, I think that summates this game of Counter-Strike so far.
That is crazy.
Oh
Can we count that as David's kill? You know, I think he was actually aiming at the player in connector, but we'll count it. Count it in David's column. 25. Because you know what's better than 24?
25.
That's what I was going to say. We've got 3 smokes dropped in spawn to the C side. We've deployed them. And then the same people that have... I mean, they've already used their smokes. There's 3 smokes now tossing towards middle. 1 in window, 1 connector, 1 towards that top middle side of things. Putting a lot of emphasis on making sure that they can't get that same mid setup. coldzera, though, strikes first. David this time trying to dance with fire, can't get past the flames. And they are actually cracking their way into this round, but to no safety. They've committed on this play. And they're losing numbers a little too quickly. Reversive is going to miss the cat jump. That's a skill jump right there, I fear. And couldn't pass the skill check to make this clutch a little bit more doable. Instead, it's just his position further confirmed. And fortunately for him, they have both turned their attention. There we go, the easier of the two. A quick way to get to catwalk, unfortunately, just, again, is an alarm bell for coldzera to reposition, line up an easy headshot, and dominate the half there. That's Red Canids with 10 here as we hop to a break. Yo, we are back once again. And we're here with David, who has just dropped 24 kills and a half. Had a monster map for himself. And Red Canids thriving off the back of it. We'll see. I mean, again, selfless as ever. Now buying utility for the squad, saying, guys, I got you. Using his molly to full effect and scaling up catwalk. 60 damage on Ataraxia as the B split goes on forward. They've scared them off of the line a little bit here, but still looking to split their way on in. Python knocked out of the server. David looking to crash the boards, but they just can't make it out of apartments. They got trapped. Caught paying rent in apartments. And now Cold Zera left to try and get a clutch. A 1v5 that I don't think he's going to get too much lift off in. Not quite.
Yeah, it's a nice idea from the Red Canids to try and split up into the B site, but you've got so many alarms going off on the way up the catwalk. You've got a player in con that spots it out. You've got a player in window that hears it as well. And you can just see with the tempo that they're going at that it's just an inevitability that the B bomb site would be the end result for the Red Canids. And that's where you have 3 players on the bomb site proper and a 4th one in quick succession. There's just no way for Red Canids to bully their way out of that one, especially with no Davideus at the scene. So Crew manufacture a very nice pistol round. They extend play in this game. They should be able to match themselves for 4th. And for me, it's just showing how competitive you can be against a good roster.
Golly,
No,
God.
you're not supposed to lose this
H1
round.
H3.
You're not supposed to lose
gonna
this
get
round.
a kill. They're not gonna get a kill.
1v5.
Oh,
he's
it's
been
doomed.
dinked from triple.
It's finished.
Man, fuck. How have they been all dinked?
It all started with Ataraxia, like, not swinging window, but instead swinging to the left side. He like, wide swung so far, he forgot to stop. And just ate, like, 5 Glock shots and couldn't peek window anymore. Oh my god. Crew, I've got cooked by another David multi-kill and another Venom and Cold Zera.
On a Glock!
Eagle.
On a Glock,
Venom,
man.
Zera, and Cold Zera Deagles doing the trick. The hunt is on. Deca would love the idea to just save onto this A1S. He might have actually found a gap in the hunt. Zera, he's out of there safely. Nicely done. It's going to be an A1S saved, but I don't know if Crew are going to be too much long for this map. Go next at that point if you're going to lose like that on a Glock anti-eco. I mean, I'll say Glock anti-eco with a couple of deagles sprinkled into the mix, but there was 0 armor investment. Like, that's a statement from Red Canids to dominate this series and map.
Yeah, that was an armorless deagle. That was just like one of those that you just buy thinking you're gonna get a kill. I mean, majority of those kills came from Glocks, which is pretty unacceptable. Or maybe it's just Red Canids are just that good right now. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I just saw some whiffing.
Yeah.
Some whiffing. It was the mindful mouse does that moment.
Yeah.
For sure.
With an
Top
A1S.
5, definitely. A1S with the FAMASA. Ataraxia had a bit of struggle containing his FAMASA. This time cleans it up a little bit. An opening duel, taking down Cold Zera, sneaking his way up connector. That's a good Molotov, though. Oh yeah, it's gonna tick eventually. But I mean, there is not a lot of runway here for Red Canids. They got a man down already and kind of finding themselves in a pause at the moment. Without much map control other than the space towards middle, and a lot of it is leaning towards catwalk. They're waiting for this re-aggression though, so the pause could be, you know, perfectly timed. It looks like it might be.
That is genuinely so frustrating for Crew. I mean, Red Canids have been so up-tempo throughout this entire game. They decided to slow it down for 1 second. They punished the exact re-aggression that they were looking for. They found out that there's another player in cat. He's mollied out. And now this player in the back of the site has a mere pistol. The FAMAS of Ataraxia finally makes it here, but now Riggy is crunched from every single point of contact. Reversive now, I mean, yeah, you don't have much to really speak about or save. I guess this is what you need. I mean, it's not going to be much prettier in the next round anyways. And I think you can tell with just the way he's moving around the A main, it's a go next angle.
What's the next map we get to play? Surely David won't do it to us again. Can't get 24 kills and a half.
At least he didn't get 30. At least he didn't get 30 in this game.
What are you saying? It ain't over.
There's still time. There's still time.
It ain't over. Just yet. No matter, even if you say go next, it doesn't mean the map is over. You still gotta finish it, unfortunately, for crew. Well, it won't get you through. You still got one more to sift on end. I was systematic, though. I mean, a good time to call out a pause. Especially in a 4v5, I didn't really expect the round to fall into their hands like it did. But once they find the equalizer and that crunch goes up catwalk, like that, you really see the strength in that sort of target on the map. Up against pistols, up against ecos. It's just such a strong way to win a anti-eco. You avoid a lot of the problems of the close range duels that you can face here or there on this map, and I mean, with such great utility to back it up, there wasn't a lot of good options for crew, to be honest with you. That's been the case of this game, though.
Doesn't matter what half it is, what situation, and David.
Oh no!
Just short. Just short.
16 HP. Laser couldn't let him have it, man.
Oh, you know what? Props to Laser. I mean, he understands the real task at hand. Avoid David getting a 30 kill game in a 15 round match, or a 16 round match, I should say. Laser now, I mean, how in the hell would you ever live there? Riggy falls, and it's just on to Reversive, who saved the 5-7 last round with that vest and didn't get any chance to use it. Probably will only get a chance to fire off 2 bullets here. And
what about 0?
2 bullets is, yeah, 2 bullets is definitely a luxury. That's never happening. So Red Canids, just an absolute demolition from them today. I mean, wow. Talk about a speedy map 1.
Yeah. I mean, again, we highlighted a lot of Red Canids, and in theory, this is the sort of form I would like to see them in.